Getting in breaking news now of two more civilians, two more Indians being targeted. In fact, that number has gone up. We were told that 3 of them were targeted, and getting in news now that 2 of them have succumbed. The firing was reportedly at a labor camp in Kulgam, Kashmir. More targeted killings. This is breaking news. Zeenat, what more are you picking up?
See, Niranjan, what we are picking from the sources, because as of now, the JKP and the Indian Army have not confirmed anything, but what I am picking from my sources is that the terrorists have barged into a residential accommodation of the laborers from Bihar, and they were staying in the accommodation at Wanpu, Kulgam, and where they have fired upon the 3 laborers coming from the Kulgam. As per the eyewitnesses, that were the 2 to 3 terrorists have barged into their residence. They have fired upon a very close day. Among 3, one has reached GMC, which is a government medical college in Anantnag of South Kashmir, where his condition is stated to be critical. And more 2 people have also received injuries, but as of now, they have not reached to the hospital. As per the sources, 1 has succumbed, but there is no official confirmation whether somebody has died or not. But 3 laborers have received the injuries in Wanpu, Kulgam, in a terror attack.
Getting in breaking news now, the 3 were fired at and 2 have succumbed. And do we know their identities? Do we have details of who they were?
As the identities that what I am getting from my sources is that 1 is Raja Rishi Dev, the another is Jogendra Rishi Dev, and the 3rd one is Chunchun Rishi Dev. The 3 laborers were working at the construction site. They were living in a residential accommodation, rental accommodation, and the terrorists, 2 to 3 in number, have come inside their home, fired upon them from a closet. 1 of them has received abdominal injuries, and he is being treated at Government Medical College, Anantnag, where his condition is stated to be critical. Though we have talked to few of the eyewitnesses, they said that the terrorists were 2 to 3 in number. This is more like coming a back-to-back attacks on the Biharis in the Kashmir Valley, because yesterday also we witnessed one of the killings who was from the Bihar. Now again, those 3 who have received the injuries are itself from the Bihar state. So it needs to be seen whether 1 has succumbed or not. But yes, the 3 laborers have received the fire injuries.
In fact, there are a lot of eyewitness accounts that we are getting. Zeenat, you've sent us quite a few eyewitness accounts, 3 or 4 of them. We'll play that out as well from the hospital as well. What are they saying? Where were they when it happened? Who came and what are they saying about what they saw?
See, Niranjan, as far as the eyewitnesses, they are saying that the terrorists have barged into their rental accommodation, and one of them is the brother of the injured one. So this is from him that he heard the gunshots, and this has been taken to the GMC Anantnag of South Kashmir, where he is being treated. As per the doctors, that he has received the critical injuries. Needs to see whether he survived or not, but in Kulgam of South Kashmir, we are seeing again the non-locals, outsiders being targeted in the Kashmir Valley. Terrorists are trying to target all the labor forces in Kashmir, because there had been the warnings coming from the TRF. If we look into the warnings coming from the TRF, in recent past, they have said that they will not allow any non-local to stay in Kashmir. They should leave. So yesterday in Eidgah of Srinagar, the Golgappa wala was targeted. He lost his life. Now we are seeing the attack in Kulgam, where 3 laborers were injured. Among them, 1 reportedly has come, but as of now, there is no official confirmation as far as the death is concerned. But yes, the 3 laborers received the injuries in the Kulgam of South Kashmir.
Staying on this story, we're not moving out. This is the only story we're going to focus on right now. And this is breaking news updates that we are getting. And we have some eyewitness accounts as well. Dr. Vikram Singh is joining us live. He's a former DGP of Uttar Pradesh. Vikram Singh, you know, just this evening we had the father of Arvind Sa, one of the migrants who was killed. He used to sell Golgappas in Srinagar or in Kulgam. In Kashmir, and he was shot dead. His father said, why are we even thinking of playing Pakistan in a T20 game? Just when we were breaking that story, we get news of 2 more from Bihar shot dead at a laborer camp in Kulgam. And this takes it, and we've been getting you the stories every time it happens. In the last 1 week, 8 of them have been shot dead for their identity, Vikram Singh. Shot dead for their identity.
Very true, very true. Extremely grim a situation, and this targeted killing goes to show the mindset of those behind this perverse game plan. Targeted killing would go to take us back to the days of 1990, terrorism, selected and targeted killing. So their version and their standpoint of ethnic cleansing of Kashmir. This is never going to happen. They may try desperately whatever they may, but yes, our forces have the upper hand. But now is the time to cordon off and search and cordoning of operations. And finally, they have to be cut off from the supply line and indeed identified, picked up, and have to be exterminated like vermin. I may be using very harsh words, but this is exactly what our forces are doing just now. And yes, their game is up. The end game, when it's here, yes, 8 killings in the last 7 days is a terrible situation. Indeed, I don't have the moral strength even to face the bereaved families. But I would say that I'm very proud of my armed forces. I'm very proud of my paramilitary forces, the police forces, the public support. But yes, sir, this is the last thing that the terrorists are counting on. And the change in the geopolitical scenario after takeover of Afghanistan by the Taliban, Pakistan is playing its end game too and trying to prop up these elements and the nefarious designs by pumping in resources, automatic weapons, foreign currencies, and also guiding them through a remote control and satellite phones. The ISI handlers are absolutely, the unmistakable footprints are there that it is the handiwork of the ISI. Nobody would, even the wildest dream would believe that this is something local. Far from it. It is ISI handlers and their proxies who are indulging in this wanton and targeted killing, especially those who are supposedly not belonging to Kashmir, as they say, but perhaps people from other parts of the country, people who perhaps are in a minority in Kashmir today. But for India and our constitution, every Indian has same right to life, right to equality, and the game plan of Pakistan and the ISI will fail as it has failed in the past.
It's a very grim situation, Vikram Singh, that this has happened back to back in Kashmir, back to back, and I don't know